From the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Legends and the Eagles. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And starting in this one, Devin Williams. What's the word on him?
Just electric stuff, Boog, and that fastball is no joke. He can move it around the zone, and it's not uncommon to see him pile up a decent amount of strikeouts throughout the game. He's the type of guy that allows the entire team to wake up feeling confident, knowing he's taking the mound.
Now a chance for Jimmy Rollins. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Rollins checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Late with the swing there. One out, bases empty.
One strike.
That's in there. 0-2 now. Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first. He did not go around. And here it comes. Just off the inside corner. And it's 2-2.
2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That is good. The first base.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back here at Fenway Park. And today's starting pitcher, Paul Skeens.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So Look for him to throw it.
Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, Reynaldo Lopez.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Cal Ripken Jr., the next to hit, takes outside. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Man aboard, and here is Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one misses, and that's ball 1.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Gorman. There's one. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Back at right field. And towing the slab in this one, Bowden Francis.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Back here on the south side, and now the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Francis, the tall righty, 220 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2017. Strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting second, the left fielder, Tyler.
Here's Tyler. O'Neal.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, bro. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
1 down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just misses with that one.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Strike three,
nice,
and that's two in a
Ramon.
row. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there's a strike. Foul ball there.
First two hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
2 out, space is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now it's Juan Soto. Lopez back to work. Fought off foul.
One ball, one strike.
That's down and in.
One strike.
That misses the zone. And now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run.
Nice try, Ramon.
He'll take a trot around the bases. And now they're out in front. It's 2-0. Now the catcher up to hit. Mike Piazza. Slice down the right side. Time. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Onto the track. And he makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Buck Leonard, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Lopez, he's kind of interesting. You know, when you dig into the tendencies, he does a good job of limiting the hits, but the walks continue to be a problem. That smash towards center. And a base hit. Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. And the first offering is not close.
Well, he's got such nasty stuff that I think, hitters, they're just not as willing to try to get something because it's hard to square them up. And when you have pitches that are ending up just outside the strike zone, until they get called for strikes, hitters are not going to pull the trigger.
Leonard leads off first with 1 away. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton. Now pitching. Adam.
Ball, that's out.
Ottavino.
That one finds the zone, and 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's one down. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And that is out of play. One out, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. There's a swing and a drive. And there's 2 away. Here's Josh Young. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So, new inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Max Clark.
Max Clark.
Laser could be trouble. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter.
And a base hit right there. Now a long throw home. The tag, safe.
Nice
it's
try,
3-0.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front. And
now on the bump, Ryan Stanek.
just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players.
There goes the runner. Pitch is low.
Nice try, Ramon.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Strike in there.
Nice
Throw
try,
to third.
Ramon.
Save. Reigns, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hit.
Line drive, base hit. In comes the run from third, and they lead by 4. Throws to second, not in time. He's
Nice
safe.
try, Ramon.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Yeah, there's a ball. He swings and fouls one off. Inside. Now 3-1.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Young makes the catch, and there's one down. Juan Soto now worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Gone!
Nice try, Ramon.
Big Dog's gotta eat. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. Here's Kike Hernandez. Drilled out towards left center field. Siri makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Mike Piazza digs in now. He's 0 for 1. That one is absolutely belted back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
0-1.
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of
Nice
the
try,
greatest of all
Ramon.
time, in my opinion. Not
He
in the
lived in
Hall
your
of
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live
Batting
right
it.
down the street
The
from
right
me,
fielder.
and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out
Right,
at my
Rafael.
backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them, and that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
The pitch. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Dives and he can't hang on. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now it's Jose Siri. Trying to move him over here. Bare hand has to hurry. Nicely done for the out.
Nice try,
Pretty
Ramon.
flashy with the bare hand grab right.
Way back there. Gone! That ball was crushed. And they close the gap. It's 6-2. So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Struck out swinging his first time. Top of the zone for a called strike. Next offering down in the dirt. And that one missing low.
Now pitching, Brandon Williamson.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Got it!
Nice try,
and that's
Ramon.
the ball game. And your final. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill, Roger Clemens.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Now the number 2 hitter. David Hamilton.
David Hamilton.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but
runner takes off. Oh, and now a wild pitch. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
1 out and a runner at second. To third, and that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Next offering is fouled back. Bunting, and it's in the air. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
That is it. The third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
0-1's the count. Hey.
In the dirt. Tag save. He's into third on the wild pitch. 2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Wong on third with 2 out. And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Kyle Bradish. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
0-2 is the count.
Gets the bunt down the right side, and that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. How did so many teams pass on this guy in the draft?
Oh, you know the teams were interested, but just went in different directions. Phillies had Bryson Stott graded better, and the Yankees went with Volpe when they had the chance to draft Gunnar. Lots of good players in that draft class, and so good to see them panning out.
Jacob Wilson in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Hamilton gets it to first, and that is the inning. Here on the south side, and the batter now, Cameron Meisner, and he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. And that one is lifted in the air. Conforto, and it's caught for the out. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
They say it went.
0-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. J.D. Martinez stands in. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Late on that fastball.
This guy's pounding the zone.
Two
Hitters
strikes.
don't have time to think in between pitches.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here comes Aaron Judge. Bradish back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a little bit
That's a ball.
high. And it's 1-2. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him for a strike. Oh, this guy is so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Albies throws to first. Inning over. All set for the start of the inning. Rap Dixon digging in now. Out to short. Tosses to first. Out on a bang play, but he made it close. Back to the top of the lineup. And next is the designated hitter, Jarren Duran. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball still 0-2. 1 out, bases empty. And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Digging in, David Hamilton. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Now this is in the air down the line. And that will drop foul. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's fouled away. There's a splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
2 outs, runner at first. Now Connor Wong, runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throws it away. Runner at second, 2 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. You're up there at the plate.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Baldwin collects, fires to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. As we go to the last of the 3rd, and now Curtis Granderson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting it,
Gleyber Torres up to the plate.
Go Red.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
touches second, headed for third. Granderson headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the two-bagger. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Man at second. In the dirt, blocked. That one finds the zone. That is strike two. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Next pitch just misses. Full count now. Swing and a slow roller. He steps on the bag. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Now one missed.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
There's the strike.
One
away with a runner at third. Here in the last half of the third. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. And that misses. 3-1 now. The other way. And there's two down. Tries to get back and save. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. And that one misses up and in. Ball one.
Counts 1-0.
That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
And now the runner breaks for the plate. Puts a bunt down. Albies. Oh, a great flip. Two outs. Runner on first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. They take the force out, and the inning is over. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that one hops the wall. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Wastes no time there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And that one fouled off. Buxton stands at second with no outs. On the ground right side. He'll do it himself. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a foul out of play. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And save. A close play at the plate, and that scores a run on the wild pitch. One down, base is empty. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Conforto sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Two down, base is empty, but one run across. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Back here on the south side. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here is Aaron Judge. Judge comes up empty there.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
0-2.
And 1-2. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's in.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No, he held up. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Freeman goes 6 feet 5 inches, 35 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2007. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Squirts away a little bit. And a good eye there. Judge leads off first with 1 away. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Center fielder,
Stepping in, Curtis Granderson. Singled and scored his first time. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's Gleyber Torres. A double and a run scored his first time up. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. 2 outs, 2 in scored position. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Meisner on the move. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground as they score a pair on the play. And here's the catcher. Drake Baldwin grounded out his first time. Check swing called strike, and that is strike 1. And that drops in for a strike. Diaz, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Runner takes off. Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for New
We go to
York,
the top of
the
the
left
fifth.
fielder,
Here's J.D.
J.D.
Martinez.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bat.
Clemens back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's towards center. Granderson under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So up next, Rap Dixon. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swings through that one for strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter. So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Jarren Duran. Both 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
There's the swing and a miss.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That's a base hit. So a man at first. The batter now, David Hamilton. Out to short, Wilson. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back at right field, here's Shohei Ohtani. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. And there's a strike.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Just missed. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
You know, this group of hitters really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Runner on at first with one gone.
5.
Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Henderson, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And there are 2 down. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 1 for 2. He was late there. Strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Judge waits. Pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
That's ball 2.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strike. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong. Swing and a miss. as he was out front that time.
Well, these players finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Swings and chases a low one there.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
The third baseman, Brendan
Donovan jumps out of the way of the first pitch.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
The 1-1. But he's there for the third out. Here on the south side, and here is Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. Oh, that ball was crushed. And they add on. It's 5-2. And here's Fred. Freeman. He's 0 for 1.
Now pitching, Ryan Walker.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. Kicks and deals. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Down the inside corner for a strike.
0-1.
Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Fans another, and that's 3. And we're back. And now here is Cameron Meisner. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Albies now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. JD Martinez stands in.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Trying to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Dixon at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
This to third, fair ball. Martinez headed for third. Safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield.
Now
Pitching change here, Mark Davis. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Now batting Jarren Duran, raging back towards the wall. And that's the 3rd out. Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin.
For the legend, the catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
2 strikes.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Martinez makes the catch, and there's one gone. So now the DH spot, Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ohtani.
Walker, a 6'2 righty. He features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. And that's downstairs. Two balls, no strikes.
Now pitching.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Buxton drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
Third base,
2 down, base is empty. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit. And that's down, a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout. Back here on the south side, ready to begin the 8th. Now here is David Hamilton. First pitch swinging.
I think he was sitting off speed there. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Baldwin down to first. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Now back.
And here's the catcher, Connor Wong. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Late on that fastball.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Hit in the air, center field. Granderson settles under this one, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Aaron Judge. Slayton back to work. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
outside.
Two
And that's ball one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat, too much on that
Now
one.
batting, the
The
left
batter
fielder,
will be Michael Conforto. He's already
Conforto.
homered in this game. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
That
Ball.
misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him swinging. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Just missed. They say you win.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Throwing the ball
One
well,
ball,
and they need the
2 strikes.
scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Outside low, 2-2. Curve in the dirt.
3-2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now so they turn to their closer, Edwin Diaz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now it's going to be Cameron Meisner.
0-1's the count.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Back there. Going. Gone. He'll circle the bases, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-4. Tap foul at the plate. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. In the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Now it's J.D. Martinez.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
A 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Out towards right center field. And there are 2 outs. So up next, Rap Dixon. 1 for 3.
Rap Dixon.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.